Welcome to the 8-Minute Podcast, where 8 minutes is all it takes to transform your day. So, if you're ready, let's dive in and make every minute count. This week's episode might sound a little different, and I debated whether to record it at all, but I promised to always be honest here, and this is what honesty looks like right now. So let's say that a lot of numbness is going through me at the moment, and it's not turbulent, there is no specific anger or sadness. I was going to say that I feel numb, but the thing is, I don't feel much right now. And I was a bit hesitant to make an episode about it, but at the same time, there is no reason to be ashamed of a moment of stillness that doesn't feel like peace. And I'm not saying all of this to gather sympathy or support or to place myself as a victim, but I'm simply sharing this in hope that it can help other people. And right now, recording this episode felt like one of the best things I could do. And trust me, I'm still counting my blessings and holding on to gratitude through this weird time. And then I came across this idea. It's something that stayed with me recently. It was from a creator I follow, and she's called Lucid Leslie on Instagram. And in that video, essentially, she said that when she is struggling, she remembers that she is made of parts, and that we are all made of parts. And I must say, it has been very helpful, and I hope that if you ever go through something similar, remembering that we are made of parts is quite powerful. It puts a lot of things into perspective. We are made of so many parts: messy, magical, contradictory, and beautiful parts, and they all belong. We have our inner child, we have our wounded and traumatized parts, we have our creative parts, our playful parts, our scared parts, just so many parts. And on top of that, you can add all the social roles that we entertain. There is the professional us, there is the sibling, the friend, the partner for some of us. And so, understanding that when one part is struggling, it doesn't mean that all other parts of ourselves have to struggle too. And also that this, wounded part of us who is struggling doesn't define who we are, I think is very important. For example, life can feel heavy and more challenging than usual, but I can still be an amazing cat guardian and take care of my cat. I can still be a great employee and deliver quality work. I can still record an episode of my podcast and hopefully be valuable to at least one other person. And even when we feel a little off, we can still show up for our dreams. We can still make good choices, take small steps, and act in our best interest. The beautiful thing about the fact that we are made of parts is that those parts aren't static. They change, grow, evolve as we do. So when we are struggling with one part, we can trust that it's just temporary, and that this part of us, just like everything else, will eventually shift and grow too. And on top of remembering that we are indeed made of so many parts, I think it's a great opportunity to have a little chat with some of them. A very personal example I can give. But I started envisioning this quiet heaviness within me. I couldn't really pinpoint who she was or who she is, how old she is, but I could picture a shape and a color. It's a sort of moving oval shape in a baby blue. And it's beautiful. It's slow. It's not harmful. It just moves a bit like a wave. And I think this soft baby blue signals that this part of me needs care. So, whilst I'm unable to understand myself fully in that moment, I am giving myself and this part of me some space to breathe and to tell me what to do next so that I can best support it. It made me realize how much power we have as human beings to be able to explore and interact with those parts of ourselves and ultimately to connect with them. And once you get this kind of connection, it may not take away tomorrow's problems and worries, but my God, it generates so much trust within ourselves and peace as well. And remember, if you're ever feeling like you're not sure how to handle your many parts, or if this feels too overwhelming, please don't hesitate to reach out to a counselor or a therapist. There is no shame in asking for help when you need it. So, as you now know, we have a tradition on the podcast where each week we take some kind of action or reflect on something related to the episode's theme. And this week, if you're feeling off too, try asking what part of me is calling for care right now. Not to fix it, but simply to be with it. And also, this week we can remember that we are not broken, but we are simply made of many parts. And if you liked this, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone who might need it. There is a new episode coming out every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. As always, I value and appreciate each and every one of you. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And remember that all you need is 8 minutes. Cheers.